Okay, this video is for Gareth. This is to change the portfolios, Gareth, on the About page. What I always do once I've logged in is I have the page open I want to be working on. You can see there. And on another tab, I actually have the front and the site, just so that I can quickly see changes that I've made. We're going to add another portfolio and move Gemma's about a bit. Right. Now what I find easier, I don't know if you work this way, is we can use all the boxes the same way as we normally do with things. But sometimes it's actually easier to see what you're doing. I don't like this button here, build on the front end, because it confuses you with the header and everything. So here we have three icons: desktop, tablet and mobile. So if we work in the desktop, there you'll see you've got the page exactly as it is, but without going onto the front site, the header up here and the footer down here. They're actually kept separate because they're global and they change across the site. So let's go back to the page we're working on. Right, the first things we do, it's a little bit messy with things like this, but we've actually, so we're going to have another person, which is not going to actually look so neat because we've got rows of 3 columns. So we're going to end up with 2 people down here. But for now, how I move things about, and again, you need to be a little bit careful what you're doing here. Let's move Will down to where Gemma is at the moment. So highlight the module, move the module for his picture, make sure you keep hold of it and you drag and drop it here. Do the same with the text heading. Drag it and drop it under his picture, and with his bio do exactly the same there. We'll move John Edwards down to one of these empty boxes here. His picture, his title text and his bio. Now, the first thing that you'll see is John's in an empty space here. So what you would do, highlight the row above where we've got the 3 columns set up separately. Click to open the row. Now you've got your 3 columns here. Where these 3 dots are over on the end, because we want the box that John's in, the column, to be exactly the same as the others, click on those 3 dots. That gives you a drop down where you copy the item styles. So all you need to do, click the tick to close the box, open this row where you've got the 3 columns, column 1, do exactly the same, go to the 3 dots, open that, but instead of copy item styles, we're going to paste item styles, and it will paste what we've had there before in all the other boxes. The reason that's elongated is because we've still got Gemma here. We need to move her up because all of these columns are exactly the same size. So if we move Gemma there, move her text under her picture, move the toggle with her bio in. Okay, and we're going to be adding another one, Vicky. So for the moment, I'll just duplicate Gemma's information and we'll replace it with Vicky's. Right, so duplicated the picture, duplicated the text, drag that across to that empty box, duplicated the toggle, drag that as well. So now we've got another one here that we can actually put Vicky's information in. I'm going to save it at this moment because the picture that you sent me of Vicky, I'm going to have to edit. All those pictures, let's just have a look on the front of the site, on the About page. You'll see the two of Gemma now and the boxes at the bottom with one spare. Excuse me. With the pictures that you supply, we need them to be 200 a square to make that round circle. So we need the square to be 200 pixels by 200 pixels. In fact, I'll show you how I do it. The image editor I'm using for this is Firefox, only because it's so simple for doing these sort of things. Let me just close these other things I was doing. I'll open Vicky's picture that you sent over. Vicky. Okay, you can see it's huge. I'm going to take it down to 1,000 at the moment just so I can see it all on one screen. I know you'll use a different thing for this. Right, so somehow modify image size. At the moment it's 1,000 pixels wide by 864 up. So we need to
you got mail.
Get the width of the picture to 864, so I'm going to do that with the canvas size 864. Okay, and then get it to the right size, image size 200. It's a bit of a waste of time me showing you fireworks if you don't use that. Let's just save that as Vicky and overwrite the one that I've already got there. Okay, right, so I go back into the back of the site. Every time you save the page, it will go back to the boxes. So that page is saved. We know that, we've checked it. Go to the desktop view again. Right, first thing that we do is Vicky's name, Vicky Simpson, who I'm assuming is a business coach as well. So open that text box, change Vicky, change Gemma for Vicky. Okay, open the image box, click on the image to replace it, upload files from the computer, which is Vicky. Just move that video box across. There's the image. You may want to go to the Advanced tab, under Attributes, put in the image alternative text and the image title text to Vicky, and that's what Google sees behind the scenes. Now we need to change the bio. That's a toggle module, so you open that, learn more as the title, go to the text that you sent over. I should copy that. Now with any text boxes, I always work in the text rather than the visual here. The reason is because you can, let's just get rid of all of this, select all and paste. So it's just got Vicky's info there. Yeah, the visual sometimes to me is supposed to be what you see is what you get, but it isn't always. Now I know that you've sent this over differently than we normally do, so I'm just going to do what we've done for the others. So pull that text up to skills, pull this text up to hobbies and interest. Okay, and now we can go to the visual editor box for the text. Hobbies and interests, make bold, which is the B. Highlight skills, make that bold. Now whatever I've done in visual on these text boxes, I always finish off in text. Don't ask me why, but sometimes it can all move about. But by doing it this way, it's all firmed up. Click the tick that we're okay with that. The picture's there, everything's there. Go up to the green button, click on save. You'll see there, I'm not sure what that is. Let's restore the backup. Okay, go to the front of the page just to make sure it's all done properly, and it is. We've got Vicky there. You have got an empty space there, but there's nothing you can do about that because we're working in a 3-column row here. So the 2 at the bottom, you could have a row of 2, but then these 2 boxes would be hugely wider to fill that working space up. But don't forget, this is all designed so that on a mobile phone everything tumbles under each other. Okay, that's it for the test profiles.